the conversation. Mohit is a Senior Vice President and a Global Business Leader at Genpact. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mohit.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Our pleasure to meet you totally. So Mohit, why do you think it's important for people like you as well as organizations to invest into diversity inclusion?
So look, let me start with why as a company we believe this is very important, right? I mean, driving both diversity and inclusion is extremely critical for the ethos of the company, and you really change the fabric of the organization in a big way. You know, since our inception as a company, we've always believed in being equal opportunity employer, really encouraging women in the workforce. And if you look at globally, you know, more than at a certain level in our teams, more than 40% are women, right? As you go up the ladder, the percentage shrinks. And we are really pushing the agenda that more and more women should come into senior roles. And I think it's become a really important factor for us as a company. And we're continuously driving that agenda, but keeping in mind that women need to feel proud about what they do and have the pride in what they do. For us, diversity is only not about gender, it's all about equality, it's about inclusion. Whether we are a global company, so we have people around the world who are of different gender, race, different countries, and different profile of people. So we truly believe and are truly a more diversified company and a workforce around the world. So for us, diversity is about everything.
So Mohit, you've been a he for she champion, and what is your advice, maybe two or three things that male leaders need to do to become he for she champions?
So look, I think it's very important for us to be flexible. I mean, I really believe that you know the women in the workforce go through a lot of change in their lives, right? The changes in their lives are more than which happens in a man's life. So the ability for men to be very flexible for a workforce which has women in it is going to be very important. So I would say the thought of flexibility is important. Believing that you know it's not important for women leaders to just come to work and that's the only time they can work. So flexibility of their time, being a little bit flexible in terms of what they can do at a different stages of their career, and really being out there and passing the message that if somebody takes a 6 months leave for maternity, which is now at least in India a legal law, it doesn't mean that when you come back after 6 months you're disadvantaged because of that reason. And it's in certain parts of the world, in Sweden and others, there's a push now for men to take parenting leave and take those 3 months off because they want to create a equal balance between men and women. So I think for me, I think it's very important that we keep that in mind, that we are very flexible, open, and encourage women leaders when they come back from their leave or maternity, be very patient about it, and obviously look at being flexible with women about the kind of roles they do and jobs they do. And it's very important to make them always believe, at least I believe that they are equal, and if we are driving a certain agenda or supporting a certain cause, it is not that they are different, but they're part of our same journey, and make them feel part of the same process. So don't make them feel different, but make them feel the same, the way, and treat them the same way you would treat men or women. So I think it's very important for us, for me, that all happens. So I think flexibility is very important. I think being flexible for a workforce which goes through different changes in their lives, it's our responsibility to really drive that and behave in that manner and create an ecosystem around us where people understand and get more sensitive to the environment that they support.